People, I'm back behind the camera for the first time in a very long time. Me and the family, i.e. the wife and the little one. Sometimes everyone thinks John's our family, like it's like a ruse and we're married. But we're not. Unfortunately, John's not coming this time. We're heading over to New Zealand. Our transfer has literally just turned up. I'm going to show you as much as I possibly can. First of all, we've got an 11.5-hour flight to LA, a 2.5-hour transfer, and then a 12.5-hour flight to Auckland. 1 month of stuff. And we've actually only packed 1 week of stuff because we're going in a camper van. Yeah. A lot of things to consider when you have a little one. This one is just Jax's. Some of it spilled over into this one, and this one, and this one. Hence why we have one of these. Because when travelling with a little one, if you've got you, mum, and little one, car seat, pram, 3 suitcases, you technically need a bus to get to the airport and back. And if you're going for more than 2 weeks, not really ideal financially to be leaving your car at the airport. So if you're a little family aspiring there, that's your first little tip of this vlog. Look at that. Value for watching.
You happy? Happy? Thank you.
So all 3 seats. This part sits down vertically, pull a handle and it comes all the way up, and then you've got 1, 2, and then this one becomes a bed all the way across. So there's so much more room. So, we're in Auckland.
How tired do we look on a scale of 1 to 10?
There were 2 very long flights, but we were saying actually in comparison to last time we flew, obviously the Sky Couch was amazing, so we can't thank Air New Zealand enough for gifting us that, so thank you. But also, in the parent world, boring moment, having some little gremlin over there to have to consider throughout the flight actually made the time feel a little bit more segmented, so it didn't feel like such a long stint because we actually had someone else to consider throughout the whole time. And she bossed it, didn't she?
She bossed it. When we first got on the plane, boy did she have a melt. It was like my worst nightmare is ever causing a scene in front of people. And there was a lot of babies on the flight, which was great, but literally it was about 3 o'clock that we left, and she was already really tired. She had napped, so I haven't had her cry like that for a long time, which was horrible. And then some woman came up and was like, take her for a walk,
which is like,
I wanted to be like, go away, but thank you.
But yeah, she had a good meltdown. She had a good meltdown when she first got on the plane. I think she was just a bit over it because she'd been in the cab for like 3 hours as well. Then we were in the airport, so she had a good sleep. She had done about an hour and a half, then she woke up. It was our fault because we tried to move her, and then she woke up for about an hour and a half, then did the same again because we tried to move her again. We didn't learn.
But your stepmom was like, oh, put a face mask on and stuff.
What happened was it? I can't really see anything. What's going on there? Right, people, it's 5:30 in the morning, first full day in Auckland, and I'm kind of refusing to go to a box on the first day that we're here. And because we've got a little bit of the jet lag, so we're getting up a little bit earlier, we are essentially 13 hours ahead of what we're used to. We did pretty well. Everybody slept through until like 5 o'clock this morning, so I'm just going to use that extra couple of hours we've got. I'm going to go to the gym. Jax has got Carly. No, Carly's got Jax. Hey, hello jet lag. And then gonna do a little bit of cardio, some light weights, that kind of stuff, just to get the body moving a bit. Then we're gonna swap. Carly's gonna do her workout, and then we're gonna go out and explore. I think we're gonna go to Wahiki Island today, right? You can come there with us, but let's go and have a look at what the gym's saying. So this is what we've got. Load of weights. Sexy man in the mirror. We have a rower, which is dangerous because I know that I can do a row workout. And a few other bits. Got treadmill, probably won't be running this morning. And this is currently the state of me this morning. Just gonna wear anything I can. Alright, let's move. One thing I both love and hate when I go to a hotel gym is seeing the rower. Because ever since starting CrossFit, 3 years ago now, there's never a time that I've used a rower where it hasn't sucked. I always just seem to come up with the worst workouts because they're always around the 500 meter interval. And funnily enough, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to start off with some 500 meter intervals, probably 5 at around the 150 pace, depending on what my heart rate does from the flights. Good excuse there, got it in nice and early. And then probably something with those dumbbells over there included as well. Let's just get cracking. First one down, about a second fast, and as you can hear, I'm breathing a lot heavier than I should. 3 down, still hitting 148. It's still hard. There we go. 148 average. Oh. That'll do today. This is how we're looking. I'll take it. Winter's inbound, so I just about to see some abs. Time for some breakfast. That was such a hard session considering it was so simple. The joys of jet lag, but I feel so much better for it. Right, we need to get out of this lift. Right people, I need to apologise. I've been pretty damn slack and vlogging, haven't I, babe?
Yeah, you've been shit.
We've been here for around 36 hours and I've vlogged for around 2 minutes. And that's my own fault because I was jet lagged and pretty miserable and didn't really want to do anything. But, bit of a recap. As you can see in some of the clips, we're on the plane. Need to say a massive, massive thank you to Air New Zealand who gifted us our flights in economy because they wanted us to try out as a family their new feature called Sky Couch, which was amazing. I will happily answer any questions you've got, but essentially, if you buy Sky Couch, you get free economy seats, which then turn up all the way from the bottom and it turns into like a single bed. And I saw a father and his son who had it a couple of rows back, and that's what it was perfect for. They literally turned it into a bed and they slept for around 10 hours of each of the flights, and that's one of the biggest things people worry about when coming to New Zealand is, are they going to be able to sleep? It's a long way to come, trust me, it's worth it regardless. But if you are a couple or a small family who look at premium economy all the time, but you would like to lay down, definitely check it out because the prices are fantastic. So massive, massive thank you to Air New Zealand for actually getting us here. Now, we're going down for breakfast. We're staying in the M Social, which Carly booked on Airbnb. Thank you very much. No, it wasn't. It was booking.com, wasn't it? Booking.com. Amazing, amazing hotel. Gonna go and get loads of food, then the adventure actually starts. This is why I haven't really vlogged much, because the adventure really starts now. We've spent this last 36 hours just acclimatising. Been to Auckland before. We went over to Wahiki Island yesterday, which was really nice. Now we're gonna get the camper van. We're gonna do some shopping. We're gonna buy some outdoorsy bits so we can take Jack's trekking, and then we're heading north to a place called Waipo Cove, which a local actually recommended to us yesterday when we were getting some food. So we're gonna do that. First of all, let's go and eat, and I promise I'll actually vlog now. Oh, hey guys, just reading Charles Dickens.
What are you reading? It's upside down, but we'll give it away. We won't let anyone know that. You ready for breakfast? Deal.
People, welcome to the camper van. Sorry, there's one of our baubles that we bought. So, camper van. It's got a kitchen. It's got a double bed space at the bottom and a double bed space at the top. We both kind of had a moment where, and we actually, I'm going to fill you in, we did actually ask if they had a bigger one available, because one of the things that we'd neglected when traveling with a little one is that she needed her own full suitcase. Also, we've got her pushchair or buggy, and then also me and Carly have both got suitcases as well. Last time I went in a camper van, me and my ex-partner just had big backpacks, like a big traveller backpack, and they can just be chucked under one of the seats that turns into the bed. So we kind of looked around and was like, it's gonna be snug, but we're gonna make it work. It doesn't matter, the people have survived with a lot less, so it's absolutely fine. I'm gonna show you get you a proper look round at everything when we get to the campsite, but we've literally we popped to a place called Kathmandu to pick up a baby backpack where I can put Jax in so we can do the Tongariro crossing and do some other really cool treks, and she doesn't have to just be put in a carrier. And now we're at a place called Countdown, which is like, if you're in the UK, like a Sainsbury's or Tesco's, where we're just going to do our food shop, because as you'll see later in the camper, it's actually got 2 gas stoves, it's got a fridge, it's got a sink and all that kind of stuff, so I'm going to be able to cook properly, which would be fantastic because I'll be able to eat whatever I want. And then we're then going to head up north to a place called Waipo, I think it's called Waipo Cove, and get set up. So I'll give you a proper look around when we get there. But in the meantime, look at this. Jax has been here for, I don't know if you're going to be able to see her in the back there. She's just fallen asleep. I'm just going to go and move her head because she looks really cranked like that. But she's slumped back, fallen asleep, and is absolutely loving life. So I will catch up with you when we're in Waipo. Well, here's our beast that I'll show you shortly, but right next to our site, Carly's heard and seen something even more exciting. So
you always have to check out the beach.
yeah, the woman said that we were really polite, so she actually gave us a better sight apparently. So I'm hoping this is going to be wonderful.
This is the hill spread, the hills. Go, 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 go.
Cue the little time lapse. Yes, yes, look at that. Wow. Wow. That'll do. So Jax is happily playing on the floor. So camper van, very quick tour. The front, into the back, and what we've got, basically, this goes across onto these back two seats and becomes a double bed. Then upstairs, we've got the same, we've got all the bedding and everything up there at the moment. That pulls across to about here and becomes another bed. And then, round the back, we've got the sink, which is going to be fully functioning. We've got a microwave, we've got a fridge, we've got cutlery and everything in there, and then also a double gas cooker on this side. So I'm going to be able to cook. But now we just need to make the space work. Also, in other news, this one started walking today. I'm going to try and catch it for you. Go on then. Jax, come here. Come here. Oh, she took about 10 steps and hadn't even thought about it earlier. And we kind of just were there in awe. So I will try and catch it for you. But this is the current situation. Things are being sorted. Carly is sorting.
Hi.
She's the sortie. Last night, the word we would use to describe it, stormy, babe. Storm.
Yeah. Beautiful storm.
We're gonna name last night Storm in a Teacup. And our camper van being a teacup. It blew in massively, so we're having breakfast in the camper. This little one is, yes, you, absolutely destroying some avocado on toast. This is Carly's. We have to cut hers up into perfect little squares.
Shut up.
She's having a smoothie. I've got my muesli, and I also had some avocado toast, which I'm not showing you because it's in my belly, and a cappuccino.
Morning, Leon.
Right. Morning. Breakfast is done. We packed up. We used fucking teamwork like you wouldn't believe.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. We've actually, how sad are we? We've actually,
Don't pick your nose on camera.
Not we. I've already contacted a CrossFit box called 3110.
Yeah.
We're now heading to Tauranga, to a place called Tauranga. Don't remember the name.
It is effectively, let me just show on here. It is 3 hours 44 away. Jax is asleep like a trooper in the back.
Yeah. So we're going to head there. We're going to try and get everything set up in the holiday park. We're both kind of craving a bit of a kind of sweat session because basically we ate Waipo. So we're going to try and drop in for a box session there. I'm going to do some heavy stuff, and Carly's going to, what are you going to do?
I'm just going to sweat.
I'm just going to sweat. So, full steam ahead, about 200 miles. Somebody needs a coffee and maybe a pie. Let's do it. This one's giving me attitude.
Hold on, can I?
We've stopped because, yes, coffee club. Someone needs a brew. Yeah! 70 miles out of Tauranga. We're getting there. All the lorries on this road. We are on the state highway number 2.
Pass me a crisp, pass me a crisp.
And that's not going to focus, but that's where we're going. That way. There is focusing now. Look at that. It's almost too much focus. And a crisp?
Yes, please. I'm living off crisps at the moment.
Carly's living off crisps. These ones, apparently. ETAs. The salt and vinegar ripples. What's your opinion on them so far?
Fabulous, although I'd prefer them in ketchup.
Pear and ketchup. That's Carly's official review of the ETA ripples, salt and vinegar, which she has. Wow.
They are half empty.
Wow! We're here, first box, pretty amazing. We have turned up at 3110 in the middle of Tauranga City Centre, and Jax is very happy just to be out of the car. Carly's happy because she's going to get a workout, and I'm very happy because I see a very cool box to work out in. These are two of the guys, the owners, and they have very kindly allowed us to come and play. So I need to get changed and play quickly because there's a class on at 4:30 as well. Carly's not doing wall balls today. So workout's going to be simple. Got about a 30-minute running clock. First 10 minutes is going to be 6 strict handstand push-ups every minute. Second 10 minutes is going to be 8 wall balls plus 8 burpees every minute. And then the last one, I think it's going to be a box over burpee variation with maybe some dumbbell snatches, or maybe jump up on the rig. But we'll see how we're feeling at that point. And then in terms of time as well, so Carly can get a workout. Rowan, the owner, is going to join me as well. So I'll make it a little bit easier to do something with someone rather than on my own after a 100 and 200 mile drive. So it's way. That's a sweet spot. So how was that?
That was good. Not right on that last round, which killed me.
We need to thank Zach for that.
Yeah, I think so. Appreciate that, man.
Alright, I'm done. Now, it's this hottie's turn.
Going solo.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to warm up on the ski yoke. I'm going to do toaster rings, handstand, push-ups, and planks.
Nice, enjoy. Really random thing happened. We went into the box, and then
Stuck at this camping thing.
and then when we came out of the box, our camper van just magically turned into a hotel room. It's raining, and we just went, it's raining really hard. I've sweated a lot. No. So we just booked into a really nice hotel in town. So Jax is happy. Look, she thinks it was the right decision, don't you, Jax?
We just needed a minute to...
Just needed a minute to breathe.
We just needed a minute to just recoup while it was gross, because when the camper is very small for when you're just raining, not able to go anywhere.
Yeah, so we've got all of our stuff out so we can just repack everything. We've got an actual bathroom and shower, which is wonderful. And then Carly just showed me in here, which is really nice. Like a little sink and everything like that. So it's like a bed and breakfast kind of room. And absolute win. It's like 80 bucks a night. Winning. Morning, people. Wonderful night's sleep. And I just wanted to close this first segment of the New Zealand trip out with a bit of reflection, to be honest. So we've been here a whole week, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of an insight into kind of the behind the scenes. You've probably seen a lot from the vlog that there's not been the craziest amount going on in this first week. First of all, I knew for the first few days we were going to be a little bit off kilter because of the travelling and everything like that. I just felt really tired. But there was a huge added element of stress when we got our camper van. And it's more of a message for families who want to do this kind of trip. I think I spoke about it before, but just to reiterate it a little bit further. Our camper van is unbelievable, don't get me wrong. You know, we're really happy that we booked it, but it's just a little bit small for us. It's as simple as that. So it's classed as what we call a 4-berth camper van, which means that the amenities in the space is good for 4 people. And that would work perfectly if you're in like a small group traveling. But I would suggest personally, that camper van would have been $1 million
100% perfect if it was just me and Carly. But because we have Jax as well and all of the stuff that we bring with Jax, it's just completely closed down the space. So in terms of like the undertone, there was probably a little bit of a down mood for the first couple of days. We didn't really vlog in terms of, I didn't show much of what we did in the Bay of Islands because the weather wasn't particularly great up there. And I think, to be honest, my mood just dipped a little bit and I got a little bit fed up. But my feedback so far would be, if you are a family similar to myself, Carly and Jax, or you've even got two, go for a 6-berth camper, because the one that we tried to change to was like a Star, it was called a Star RV, which is basically ours but on speed. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit more space, a little bit more storage, everything like that. And I think the thing is it just takes that other element of stress out, because when you're in a confined space, like me and Carly have worked really well in a confined space, and Jax has been absolutely brilliant, but it's like banging your head, you're moving around. Every time you stop, you're pulling suitcases out, putting them back in. And on this kind of trip, you don't really account for that. It's just, you know, your expectation levels of what everything's going to be and the reality can sometimes be a little bit distorted. And it was more just to give you a heads up of, this isn't going to be the way the vlogs are going to run the whole time. But that's why there hasn't really been much, really, in my opinion, going on. Because the weather was really bad up north, so we didn't really do much and didn't really film much, just kind of acclimatised, got used to the camper van. Then we were having the to's and fro's of, do we try and change the camper van? Are we going to stay in more hotels? Are we going to stay in more resorts? And we've come to the conclusion that we're going to camp 2 to 3 days in a row in the camper van in different resorts, and then we're going to do a hotel stay much like this, where we can just recoup, pull everything out, do a wash, get everything back in, give Jax a night where she can chill. She's literally just chilling right now. And it just kind of, because the most important thing when you're traveling for this period of time is keeping mood up and energy levels high. And we felt amazing last night when we booked into here. We'd had a workout, we went out for a lovely meal, we woke up this morning and it was just what you need, something to just recoup the batteries a little bit. So that's just where we're at. I'm going to end this vlog now and I'm going to go for a workout. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. Carly got up to go to the same box again for a class. I'm going to head in there, do my heavy squats and stuff like that. You'll probably see it early on in the next vlog. Then we are going to go, I think we're going to go and trek a mountain today. Which, just saying, it sounds pretty fucking cool. So thanks so much for watching. If there's anything that you want to see specifically as we're heading south, we're going to head to the Tongariro Crossing or National Park. We're going to go down to Wellington to meet up with my mate Woody, probably get pissed and have a laugh. What's she doing? And then we'll be heading to the South Island. I'm really excited to get back to the South. So thanks so much for watching. Keep being awesome. And I'll see you in the next one.